I've heard, I've seen headlines. It was made popular by a post on Reddit. But are you familiar with the RobinHood app, the online trading app, RobinHood?
I've heard a little bit about it. Like, I don't. Well, you go ahead because I don't know much.
So you can go on your phone. You can start an account, like a brokerage account, all online. Everything's digital. You're able to tie it to your bank account, fund the account. You'd be trading in no time.
Okay.
And prior to this big move that was brought about by, was it Interactive Brokers for the free commission?
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Then everybody else.
Yes.
followed.
RobinHood was doing that last year or
Okay.
year before.
Okay.
So I had friends that were opening stock trading accounts and they were trading on RobinHood, totally commission free.
Is it like real time? Like, or you buy stock?
There's
at the
real
end of
time
the day?
data. They don't have a lot of good like technical analysis, like a company like TradeStation
Sure.
or Thinkorswim or something
Right,
like
yeah.
that. But basic bar charts and stuff like that, they have that. But
It's like real time execution, not like end of the
yeah,
day deal.
there was
and-
no delays. It was
Wow.
really good. I've seen a lot of videos on it. All right. So that existed. I've always been like, what in the world?
Right.
A little bit skeptical, but not sure. Well, let me tell you what, they had a glitch in their system. And
heard about
a couple
this.
of people had posted on Reddit about it. But this is what happened. This guy found out that he could deposit $1,000 into an account to open an account with RobinHood. Okay. Well, if he qualified, or I shouldn't say qualify, applied for the gold level membership, which means you have to just lie about a bunch of questions.
Sure. Right.
Say,
Yeah.
what
Due
is
diligence.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And Robinhood's not checking any of this, much like most brokerages don't.
Yeah. How many years have you traded options?
There's literally a question that says, how would you consider your investment abilities or your trading abilities? And it's like, not good, good. And there's one question and it says, I'm an expert. So you can just click,
Right.
I'm an expert.
expert
And
in
now you're a
everything.
gold member. Well, if you're a gold member, you get 2-to-1 leverage.
Okay.
Okay. So now you have a margin account.
Sure.
And they give you that just based on you saying, click, I'm an expert.
I'm an expert.
All right. So what this guy did was he learned about stock options, which he can trade on Robinhood. So what he did was he went in, found out that he could sell, I don't remember if he did it on calls or puts. I think he did calls, but he sold naked calls,
Oh.
uncovered calls.
Oh.
No, this is what he did. He went, AMD was trading at like $38. So he bought 100 shares of AMD.
Okay.
So he must have put, I think he placed $2,000 in the account.
Okay.
They gave him 2-to-1 on the margin. So he had $4,000 available.
Okay.
He bought 100 shares of AMD,
Okay.
$3,800.
Okay.
Well, then he sold the calls against the AMD stock that he had, right? So when he sells the calls, the premium comes in and it's like $3,600 worth of premium that comes in from selling the calls. Well, the minute the $3,600 hits his account, they go, oh, 2-to-1, the 3,600 goes to 7,200 purchasing power. So he buys as much AMD as he can, sells the calls on it again,
And it just
and
continues
keeps
to
doubling the money, his trading power.
it continues to compound. Like, what did he go to?
So he went to 25-to-1. 25-to-1 leverage. So he ended up having $58,000 in his $58,000 worth of purchasing power
Right.
on a $2,000 initial investment that he put in the account like the day before.
All right. So I got to know what happened. Did he get called out?
Well, he decided that Netflix was going to fall on their recent earnings November
Okay.
1st.
Because he was an expert. He'd know this.
Sure, exactly. But see, there's nothing in Robinhood stopping you from continuing this little loophole. They deposit the money in your account, 2-to-1 leverage just keeps doubling. So luckily he didn't continue to go, but he bought $58,000 worth of puts on Apple, and Apple crushed it, and they went up. His puts went to nothing
Right. And he had sold him.
overnight, and he bought the options that expired in one day. One day. He had 1 day's worth of time
Wow.
on his options. So his account went to virtually nothing. So he had like a $56,000 loss with a $2,000 deposit. But here's the thing. People have been checking in with him, and this story went national. And they keep saying, like, have you heard from Robinhood? And he's like, no. They're not even pursuing this guy. And he's very public about it.
Well, they can't pursue him. They better not pursue him.
Yeah, I mean, it's their
It's their screw up. It's his but he's not an expert, so
he did lie.
He did lie, but I mean, experts are that's a nebulous term. What does that even mean?
Yeah. I mean, he was like,
I'm an expert.
Mom always said I was great.
I know. That's right. I got a trophy for everything. You have no idea how awesome I am.
But the problem was is he put it on Reddit, and a couple other people did this, and they lost $300,000, $350,000. So I don't know what Robinhood's total losses are at this point. But I guarantee you they fixed that. They fixed that glitch.
Oh man,
that's pretty clever though to figure that out. I mean, it's stupid.
Sure,
but it's clever.
Right.
It's idiotic.
Well,
but clever.
It's idiotic if you're selling stuff short and you're doing that because you have unlimited liability. Mm-hmm. But if you found a loophole and you're just long stock and options, I don't know. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
But if he would have been right.
He'd have been right.
His $57,000 could have gone to $150,000-$200,000 on a $2,000.
Something tells me though it was never going to end well if he's buying options that expire tomorrow.
Because earnings was that day after the bell.
Right.
So he's thinking, okay, they're going to go through the floor.
Right.
I'm going to make about $200,000 on my $2,000 investment.
I've looked at that earnings release of Apple. I'm assuming he didn't probably look historically and see what Apple does.
Because it usually gaps up every year.
Yeah, it kind of goes the opposite way, especially this time of year.
Well, for a number of reasons, he played it the other way.
He was a time bomb waiting to happen, waiting on a spot to blow up.
I just imagine this kid like riding on the bus with a cell phone. He's probably 14 years old.
Right, exactly.
Just watched a YouTube video on trading stock options. He
probably goes to school with my daughter. Yes. Right. He's like, man, I'm an expert.
He's probably like Sam's kid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's genius.
In the computer program, doing 3D printing, and he's like,
it didn't work.
Robinhood has a little loophole here.
I'm going to go back to Minecraft. I was better at that.
Didn't have all these attorneys pursuing me.
Exactly.
The good old days. I just thought that was interesting that happened.
That is funny.
But I mean, my trading platform won't let me do that.
No,
it'll send a notification like, no, sir.
Right. Yeah, that's